Picture this. You're sitting in your car during school pickup. You're scrolling through your phone for what seems like forever. It was probably only 15 minutes or so. But then you spot something that could literally pay your mortgage this month. And here's the crazy part. It's hiding in plain sight in every single local business in your town. But the amazing thing is that 99% of these business owners have no clue that it's even there. Yeah, I know this sounds like one of those too good to be true internet marketing promises, but stick with me for a second because I'm about to share with you something that is completely different. You see, years ago, I was doing just that. I was sitting in the parents' waiting room, and as my daughter finished her cheer practice, I was mindlessly scrolling through my phone when I noticed something about a local detail business I had been working with. The guy had been in business for, 8 years or so, had hundreds of loyal customers, great Google reviews, a solid reputation in the community, all the goodness that goes with that, right? But here's what hit me as a ton of bricks. He was sitting on a digital gold mine worth potentially, tens of thousands of dollars every single month. And he had absolutely no idea that it even existed. In fact, when I asked him about it, he literally said, "What email list?" That, my friends, is when it clicked. Every single local business out there, the restaurant you grab your favorite dinner, the salon where you get your hair done, your dentist, your mechanic, they're all sitting on the exact same gold mine. And as parent entrepreneurs or busy entrepreneurs at all, we are uniquely positioned to help them unlock it while building our own path to financial freedom. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to find these gold mines and turn them into your own $1,000 plus monthly side hustle. And here's the best part. You can do this entire business model in those little pockets of time between cheer practice and bedtime stories. So grab your favorite cup of coffee, whatever your favorite beverage is, find a quiet spot if you can, and let's dive into how you can turn your parenting superpowers into serious side hustle income. Welcome to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur, where being a busy parent isn't your limitation. It is your superpower. Superpower. I'm Tracy Brickman, and this is not your typical hustle harder podcast. No. This is for busy parent entrepreneurs who refuse to choose between bedtime stories and business dreams. Every single episode delivers actionable strategies for turning your limited time into unlimited potential. From digital marketing and side hustles to online courses and passive income, we're here to help you build an empire between soccer practice and science projects. Because we dark horses, we do not wait for the perfect time, we create it. What is up? What the hell is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Welcome back to another episode of the Dark Horse Entrepreneur, where being a busy parent is not your limitation. I think it's your superpower. I am Tracy Brickman, your humble host, and this isn't your typical hustle harder podcast. This is for my busy parent entrepreneurs who refuse to choose between bedtime stories and business dreams. Now, let me paint you a completely different picture than the one I started off with. This is how I stumbled onto what might be the most overlooked opportunity out there in business today. So there I was, years ago, sitting in those uncomfortable plastic chairs at the Gymnastics Academy, watching my daughter work on her back handspring for what felt like the 1,000th time. You know the drill. You're stuck in there for an hour and a half trying to look like you're paying attention while secretly checking emails and seeing what other kind of social media trouble you can get into. Then the owner comes over and sits down next to me. And mind you, she was a smart, energetic woman who's been running this gym for years before I even met her. And then she starts venting about her business challenges. Now, she has a beautiful facility. She has state-of-the-art equipment, qualified coaches, great reputation in the community, and lots of kids signed up. This place was always buzzing with kids. And she tells me, "Tracy, I've got 240 families enrolled with me right now, but I'm constantly stressed about the money. Parents are always asking for payment plans, and I never seem to be able to fill my summer camps or my birthday spots or my Friday slumber spots. And I've been spending what seems like a fortune on ads, Facebook ads, and all the other ads out there just to get new families to come in the door." And here I was listening to this, and I was thinking, wait a minute. You've got 240 families who are already paying $150 to $300 a month for their kids to come here? Those parents, those ones right there, are clearly already invested in their children's gymnastics journey. What are you doing to stay in contact with them? And now she looked at me a little confused and she said, "What do you mean?" They get their monthly billing emails, and of course we post our updates on Facebook. That's when I asked her, "When was the last time you sent these families an email about your summer camps, about your Friday slumbers or your training events?" "Well," she said, "we put out flyers in the lobby and we post it on Facebook and we tell the kids to tell their parents." Right? I know some of you are thinking, what is she thinking? So I asked her, "But did you email your existing families directly?" "No." "Should I have?" So many of you are probably out there thinking, well, of course you should. And others are like, what are you talking about, Tracy? And here's what blew my mind. I asked her if I could take a quick look at how she manages all of her customer information. So we walked back to her office and she showed me her registration system. Every single family that enrolls filled out a comprehensive form. Parents' names, email addresses, phone numbers, emergency contacts, the works, right? It was like they're signing up for the military. And there it was, sitting right there in her CRM, her customer management system. It was like buried treasure. 240 family email addresses, 240 families who had not only already found her gym, but had already committed to monthly payments, signed waivers, bought teen gear, and were actively invested in their children's gymnastics development. 240 families, and Lisa was sending them absolutely nothing except for billing statements. No updates on their children's progress, no invitation to special events, no early bird discounts for those summer camps, no reminders about the birthday party packages, no announcements about new classes or game tryouts, nothing. Here's a woman sitting on a gold mine of engaged, paying customers, and she's spending hundreds of dollars every month throwing it out the window, out into the ecosphere on Facebook ads, trying to attract complete strangers into her ecosystem. Meanwhile, she's got 240 families who already trust her with their precious possessions, their children, plus hundreds of other emails of families whose children didn't make the team, but they still wanted to join and participate. Now, here's where this connects with you and I as busy parent entrepreneurs. And this analogy, I think, is going to help all this make perfect sense to you. I look at this as like having a room full of your kids' favorite friends over for a play date and not telling them about the birthday party that you're throwing next weekend. Think about it. You've got all these kids who already love coming to your house. Their parents already trust you and allow them to come over. They already said yes to spending time at your place. But instead of inviting them to that big birthday party you have planned, where they're going to have an amazing time, and you're going to create an even deeper connection with them, you just don't tell them about it. Right? I can hear some of you in my magic headphones here. Well, that's just stupid. Yes, it is, because that's exactly what the gym owner was doing. She had 240 plus families who had already said yes to her services, trusted her with her children's athletic development, and she wasn't telling them about her birthday parties, her summer camps, her party packages, her special workshops, her team opportunities, anything, right? Here's the kicker, though. According to research from the Wharton School of Business, an existing customer is 14 times more likely to buy from you again and again than a brand new customer is to buy from you for the first time. 14 times. Do the math. So there she was, sitting there spending money on Facebook ads to attract complete strangers who might enroll their kids, when she's got 240 families who are already practically guaranteed to sign up for additional services if she would just ask them. Yeah. I started thinking about all these missed opportunities. How many parents would have signed up for a summer camp if they just would have gotten a personal email from her, maybe with some early bird pricing? How many of them would have booked birthday parties or other special events if they knew that the gym offered them? Didn't even know that the gym space was available for rent. How many siblings would have enrolled if their parents had been reminded of the beginner classes? Think about that. That's when I realized this just wasn't her problem. This was happening everywhere at every kid-focused business in America. The martial arts studio that your son takes karate at, maybe? You've gotten the email registration, but they don't tell you about the belt testing ceremonies or summer intensives or all the other events they have going on. Maybe your daughter's dance studio. They've got your contact info. You signed up for it, but they're not promoting recital costume sales or competition team opportunities or anything else. The baseball league your kids might be in, the swim school, the music lessons, they're all sitting on these digital gold mines and no idea of how to use them. And that right there, my friends, is where the opportunity lies for us parent entrepreneurs who understand the power of staying connected with people that you already know, like, and trust. Okay, now that you understand what we're looking for here, businesses sitting on unused customer email lists, let me show you exactly how to spot these gold mines everywhere you go. The best part, you can do this entire research process in those little pockets of time that we all find as parents. And here's the cool thing. As you go through these little research processes and all these little tips and techniques that I teach you, it starts rewiring your brain and you start looking at things a little differently. You start seeing those aha moments pop up a little bit more. So here's a simple research process any parent can do during school pickup, while they're waiting at dance practice, or even on your lunch break. Let's call this the 5-minute gold mine detection method. It's so simple that once you learn it, like I said, you're going to start seeing opportunities everywhere. All right. First, let's talk about what we're looking for here. The 3 gold mine indicators. Indicator number 1, content forms. Pull up any local business website on your phone, scroll down and look for a contact us page or a get a quote page or reach out or connect with us. Any one of those type of statements. If they have a form where customers enter their name, email, and phone number, etc., to reach out about services, that's Goldmine indicator number 1. Every time someone fills out that form, their email gets saved in that business's database.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Indicator number 2, online ordering or booking. This is a huge one. Look for order online, book appointment, schedule service, reserve now buttons on the website or on your phone. Restaurants with online ordering, salons with online booking, service companies with quote requests. Every single transaction captures email addresses. That's pure gold sitting in their system. And indicator number 3, customer account creation. Now, many businesses have customer portals where people create accounts so they can track their orders, see their service history, or maybe even manage appointments. If you see create account or customer login options on the page, that business is definitely collecting an email address. Now, here's the customer list test, how to verify they actually have paying customers worth reaching. This is where you're going to put on your detective hat for a couple of minutes and look for those verification signals. And these verification signals are pretty easy. There's 3 of them here. One is Google reviews. Check their Google listings. If they have 50 plus reviews, especially recent ones, that tells you that they have an active customer base. Pay attention to the reviews that mention repeat visits. I've been coming here for years, or I always get great service, because that right there is gold. Check out their social media activity. That's number 2. Take a quick peek at their Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media platform they happen to be on. Are customers tagging them in posts? Are they sharing photos of completed work, sharing photos and videos of work in progress? Customer engagement on social media is a dead giveaway that they have at least a small, loyal following, if not a big one. And longevity. How long have they been in business? A business that has survived 3+ years in the same location has certainly built up a customer database. And let me give you a couple of real world examples that you can research right now. Number 1, dentist offices. Every dental practice has online appointment booking. If they don't, well, maybe that's a service you can consider. Anyway, patients create accounts, they schedule cleanings, they get reminder emails, but most dental offices only send appointment reminders. They're not promoting teeth whitening specials or family packages or referral programs to their existing customers. Number 2, automotive shops. Your mechanic has your contact info from every service visit on your vehicle. They know when you're due for oil changes, inspections, and tire rotations, and whatever else is going on. Most auto shops only call you when your car is ready for pickup. They are missing huge opportunities to promote seasonal services, maintenance packages, and other customer referrals. And some of them, most of them, will pitch you when you're on site, but they're forgetting to email you some great opportunities. Restaurants. There's another one. Any restaurant with online ordering or delivery has hundreds of customer emails. They know your favorite dishes. They know how often you order. They even know your delivery address. But most restaurants are only sending order confirmations. What if they could be promoting daily specials, catering services, or loyalty programs, right? How about a birthday special, right? Get your entree for free, but you got to bring in 2 friends. Yeah, now you've guaranteed 3 people are going to come in and pay. So anyway, moving on. Hair salons. Salons collect detailed client information, contact details, service history, your product preferences. And this one here, for you ladies out there, you know this is a very personal relationship with your stylist. But most salons only use this information for appointment schedule. They're missing huge chances to promote new services, new product sales, or maybe even seasonal treatments. Hey, you got a big Christmas party coming up? You feel me? Okay. So here's the parent-friendly timing aspect. You can do all this research while you're sitting there waiting in cheer practice, dance practice, sitting in the school pickup line, or during your kids' soccer practice. All these are opportunities for you to just be scrolling through and find these opportunities. You literally keep a note on your phone called Goldmine Prospects. And whenever you're stuck somewhere and you've got 5 minutes, you can do some local business research. I remember one time when I was waiting in my daughter's cheer practice, by the end of it, I had 3 potential Goldmine businesses just by browsing their websites. So it was wasted time turned into productive time. You feel me? Okay. So here's the crucial mindset shift that you're going to need to make, though, because you need to go from consumer to opportunity spotter. This is a big one, because instead of being a customer who uses those businesses, you're now looking at them through entrepreneurial eyes, that parent entrepreneurial gaze that you're going to give them. When you walk into your favorite restaurant, you're not just thinking about what it is you're going to order, that favorite dish that you like. You're thinking, I wonder how many customer emails they have and what they are doing with them. Yeah, just a little shift. That's all it is. And when you're getting your oil changed, next time you're done to do one of those drive-through oil places, you're not just waiting for your car. You're observing how they interact with customers. You're noticing how they capture contact information. And you're wondering to yourself, When was the last time that they reached out to any of those previous customers? That little shift is powerful because once you start seeing the opportunities, you, my friend, are not going to be able to unsee them. You'll be amazed at how many businesses are sitting on these stacks of emails, these piles, these gold mines, and have no idea what to really do with it. So here's your homework for this week. I want you to identify 3 businesses in your area that fit this profile. Don't approach them yet. Just start building your prospect list. Then pick a business that you already frequent or one that you maybe just drive by regularly. Maybe it's your family dentist, a restaurant where you grab takeout, or an auto shop where you actually get your car serviced. Spend 5 minutes on each one of their websites looking for those goldmine indicators. And what you do is write it down, put a notepad on your phone, and you want to log in the following information: the business name and the type. How they collect the emails. Is it a contact form? Is it online booking? Whatever method that you see that they're using. And evidence that they have paying customers. Maybe it's the social reviews, it's social media, how long they've been in business. And your gut feeling about how engaged their customer base seems to be. Maybe if you're one of the customers, you already have an idea. The beauty of this method is that it works in any town, in any market, anywhere in the world. Whether you live in a big city or a little bitty town, local businesses everywhere are making the same mistake. And here's what's really exciting. Most of these business owners are genuinely good people who really care about their customers. They're not intentionally ignoring their email list. They just don't know how powerful of a tool it can be. Maybe they just don't know how to do it and they're afraid of it. They just don't want to. They don't have the time or the knowledge to use it efficiently. That's where you're going to come in with the solution we're about to talk about. All right. So step 1 was finding them. Step 2 is reaching out to them. So now you know how to spot these gold mine businesses. Here's where most people are going to get stuck. And honestly, it's where I got stuck for a number of years. You find a business sitting on this amazing customer list. You know they could make thousands of dollars by reaching out to these people, but then reality hits. Well, how the heck do I actually write emails to get people to buy? Let me tell you about my personal struggle with copywriting before AI came along. Years ago, I was working with a local fitness studio. It's a similar situation to the Gymnastics Academy. They had 400 plus members, but they were struggling to fill their nutrition workshops and their personal training slots. I knew exactly what needed to happen. They needed to email their existing members and give them some compelling offers. Pretty easy, right? So I sat down to write what I thought would be a simple email campaign for them. Hours later, and I'm not exaggerating, many painful hours later, I had written what I thought was a decent 5 email sequence. Now, mind you, I had spent enough of that time second guessing every word I was writing out, Googling how to write subject lines and how to write engaging content, trying to figure out that right tone, wondering if I sounded too salesy, but not being persuasive enough at the same time. When I finally sent those emails out, the results were good, but not the best. They got signups, even enough to make the business owner jump up and down with a nice level of excitement. But I realized at that point I had 2 problems. First, I was not a professional copywriter. And second, even if I was, spending that many hours writing emails for every client was not a scalable business model. Okay. That's when I studied the masters, guys like Gary Halbert, who widely is recognized as one of the highest paid copywriters in history with over $1 billion in sales generated from all his work. I analyzed some of the successful campaigns that are out there, studied direct response marketing, had been involved in direct response marketing myself, and trying to reverse engineer what made certain emails convert like crazy while others fell flat on their face, even flashing back to some of my corporate world where I was involved in a lot of that email content. Here's the thing. Becoming a skilled copywriter is going to take years. It's going to take some time. Okay. Even if you're great at it, let's say it's going to take you a year. And as a busy parent entrepreneur, we don't have years to master that craft. So we need a solution that works and works now and works within the limited time windows that we have available. All right. And about 18 months ago, I had a light bulb moment. Instead of trying to become a copywriter myself, what if I could use AI? What if I could teach an AI system how to write like some of the best copywriters in the world? And what if I could feed it all of the successful campaigns that I could get my hands on, that I had studied, all the proven frameworks that had generated millions of sales already, and have it create the campaigns for me? So sitting down, one option I could take, and the one I took, was investing a significant amount of time and a few dollars, right? Well, quite a few dollars, to develop what I'll call an AI campaign creation system. I haven't given it a name. One trained on hundreds of successful emails, taught it the psychology of what makes customers buy, right? Giving it that narrow focus and programmed to understand the nuances of local business marketing. And let me walk through the simple process that now takes minutes instead of all those painful hours that I told you about earlier. 3 steps. One, we input the business information. When we go through, we found the businesses that we think have the gold mines. You enter in the business name, their URL, and maybe a sentence, maybe a short paragraph. And what special offer or promotion I think they would want to run. That's it. And then AI goes to work, visiting their website, checking out their services, understanding their target market, and reading their customer reviews to get a feel for that brand voice. Very important. Those emails need to go out in the brand voice. Step 2, let's let AI analyze their services, right? You can have that done while you're literally making a cup of coffee. AI can go do what would used to be hours of research. It's figuring out their pricing structure, identifying their popular services, understanding their unique selling propositions, and even analyzing their competition. It's like having a team of market research working at breakneck speed.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
And then step 3, let's create a 7 email campaign in minutes. Heck, in moments. This, I think, is where the real magic, where the rubber hits the road. The AI creates a complete 7 email campaign designed specifically for that business that you input. We're talking subject lines, email content, calls to action, the whole 9 yards, the whole kit and caboodle. Each email is strategically designed to build excitement, create a sense of urgency, and drive sales, the ultimate result, all while maintaining that business's authentic voice as reflected in their online content. The power of a system like this, I think, is completely mind-blowing. What used to take 8+ hours could take 8 minutes or less. No joke. Right? Okay. Creating an email campaign for a local business, like a therapy clinic, while I was getting ready for a business meeting. By the time I grabbed my notes and was ready to head out the door, I already had a 7 email sequence ready to go and could potentially generate thousands of dollars for that business. And here's why this is perfect for us parent entrepreneurs. It's designed for those 15-minute windows between chaos that happens in our life, right? Between morning breakfast chaos or cleanup chaos or room cleanup chaos, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. Those precious moments when your kids are occupied with other activities and you're waiting for practice to end or your favorite show to end. You have a few minutes before your next family obligation kicks in. That's when you need to create that professional grade email campaign that could change that business owner's life. I've literally created campaigns now while waiting in a pickup line or sitting in a waiting room or during a practice for an event or even while dinner is cooking on the stove. Yeah. The beauty is once you hit generate, the AI is sitting out there grinding away, doing all the heavy lifting for you. You're not staring at a blank page wondering what to write, being taunted by that cursor on the screen. You're not Googling email templates or how to write a subject line or trying to figure out the psychology of persuasion. You don't have to read all the books. The AI handles all of that based on proven past frameworks. Yeah. And here's what I want to emphasize about authenticity. This isn't about tricking someone or even trying to be manipulative in your words. This is about helping businesses connect with the customers who have already signed up for them to connect with, who already love them, who are repeat customers. They come to them all the time. So every single email campaign you create is designed to provide genuine value to the recipients. We're not trying to trick people into buying something they don't want. We're reminding existing customers about services they might need. And we're offering them special deals as a thank you for their loyalty and keeping that business top of mind for when they are ready to make that next purchase. Okay? They may not sign up for that awesome deal, but 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, when it's time for them to make a purchase that's aligned with that business, yeah, because you sent them those emails, they're top of mind. Think about this from a customer's perspective. If you're a member at that Gymnastics Academy I mentioned earlier, wouldn't you want to know about that summer camp early so that you could plan your schedule, maybe even getting a few dollars off? Wouldn't you anticipate getting a special discount on a birthday party package because you're a loyal member? Wouldn't it be helpful to receive reminders about upcoming events or new class offerings? Yeah, of course it would. And that's what these campaigns do. That's what I want these campaigns that you're going to create do. They bridge that communication gap between businesses and their customers in a way that benefit everyone, the business and the customer. And you can teach AI to understand that delicate balance between being persuasive and being pushy, right? It knows how to create excitement without being overly aggressive. It understands timing and frequency and tone in ways that it would take a human copywriter years to master. And here's something really cool. The AI could actually get better results than most human copywriters because it's not influenced by its own emotions, its own past experiences, its own writer's block, or having an off day, right? We've all had that day where you're really good at what it is you do, but you went into work that day or you sat down to work whatever spreadsheet or tool or process that you are an expert at, and you it's just not working for you today. You don't know what it is. That doesn't happen for you. It consistently applies proven psychological principles and tested frameworks through every single campaign. So for us parent entrepreneurs, this completely levels the playing field in an incredible way. You don't need to spend years learning copywriting. There it is. You don't need to hire expensive marketing agencies to get the word out. You don't need to stress about whether your emails will work or not. You've got $1 million copywriter working for you 24/7, ready to create campaigns whenever you need one. Need a few dollars? Write a few campaigns. Send it out. Bing, bang, boom. These local business owners that you're going to be helping, they don't care whether a human wrote it or an AI wrote it. They care about the results that they get from those emails. And when their phones start ringing with new appointments or their revenue jumps up by 30 or 50% in a single month, when their customers start responding with enthusiasm, that's when you become an invaluable resource to them. This is the kind of tool that transforms you from someone with a good idea into someone who can really deliver real measurable results for your local business friends. And in the next step, I'm going to show you exactly how to present this opportunity to those business owners in a way that's going to get them excited to work with you. Okay, step number 3, let's call this the gentle approach method, because you've identified the businesses that are sitting on those gold mines. And now in step 2, you understand how AI can create professional email campaigns in minutes. So you don't have to learn all the copywriting skills. Now comes the part that makes most people just turn and walk away, actually approaching a business owner. But here's the thing. You don't have to feel salesy. You don't have to feel uncomfortable at all. The key that I want you to consider, lean into me here, because I'm about to tell you something that's really a gem. The key is to shift from a sales mindset to a helper mindset. Yeah. When you approach a business owner, you're not trying to sell them anything, and you're certainly not trying to sell them something they don't need. You're generally approaching them to help them solve a problem, heck, probably a problem they don't even realize that they have. You're like a friend that points out that your brake light is out. Did you know that? You're just doing them a favor. Dude, your brake light's out. You might want to get that fixed before you get pulled over and get a fix-it ticket. Here's a simple script that you could use, right? I notice you have customers, but aren't staying in touch with them. That opens up the conversation, doesn't it? Let me walk you through how the conversation typically goes. Let's say you're approaching Lisa from the Gymnastics Academy I mentioned earlier. Say, hey, Lisa, I'm Sarah. My daughter Emma takes classes here. I've been thinking about your business and I noticed something that might be costing you money. You have all these amazing families enrolled. I don't know how many of them, but I see lots of them in here. But I don't think I've ever received an email from you, of course, except for the billing emails. Are you staying in touch with your customers between visits? Right? Just curious, helpful. See how that works? You're not pitching anything. You're simply pointing out an observation and then asking a question. Most business owners are going to reply with something like, well, we post on Facebook. Yeah, we put up flyers in the lobby, like I told you she actually did earlier. That's when you continue with, well, that's great. I mean, that's really helpful. But I'm wondering about your email list. When the families register, you collect their emails, right? What are you doing with those emails? Now you're starting to focus in on the business owner's real pain points, missed revenue, and expensive advertising. You haven't mentioned it yet, but you're headed that way. And this is where you're going to help them connect the dots. So you've got 200, 300 families who already trust you with their kids, who are already paying you monthly. They already love coming here. But when you want to promote your summer camps and Friday night sleep-ins and your birthday parties and all your other special opportunities, you're spending money on Facebook ads to reach complete strangers instead of emailing those families who already know and love you, right? Most business owners have never thought about it this way. You're not criticizing them. You're helping them see missed opportunity. And here's where the test campaign approach will step in and help prove value first. Instead of asking them to pay for anything up front, offer to prove the concept to them. So here's what I'd like to do. I've been learning a lot about email marketing and being persuasive and using AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini. And I think I could help you create some simple email campaigns. And here's the thing. Let me pause this for a second. You don't even need to mention the AI piece of it. You don't have to. You can. It's up to you. All right. So I think I could help you create an email campaign to promote your events to your existing families. What if I just created a sample campaign for you? No charge, just to show you what's possible. If it works and it brings in some additional registrations, then we can talk about me helping you on future campaigns. This approach works because you're taking away all the risk from their side. They're not paying you anything, and they're certainly not even paying you up front. They're not even committing to a long-term contract. You're simply offering to demonstrate the value that you could bring. And here's your parent entrepreneur advantage. You already know how to help these people. This is just helping businesses. That's all you're doing. Think about it. As a parent, you consistently help other parents. You share information about good pediatricians. You recommend great teachers. You tell friends about sales on kids' stores. You're naturally helpful because you understand the challenges that other parents are facing. This is the exact same thing. You understand the challenges of a local business and what those owners are facing because you are a customer of those local businesses. You know what it's like to miss out on an event because you didn't even know about it. You know how frustrating it is when businesses do not communicate well. You're simply extending that natural helpfulness from parent to the business owners who need better ways to be in contact with their customers. So let's take a quick minute here to address any objections you might come up with, okay? I don't have time for this. I totally understand. That's why I'm using the tools that I use to do all the heavy lifting. I can create you a 7-email campaign. It takes in a very short period of time. This is if you don't want to mention the AI tools. You can certainly drop them in there and say, hey, I know that's why I use AI tools to do all the heavy lifting.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Here's why I say you might not want to mention the AI tools, because it seems to depreciate the value of what you're going to be bringing them, okay? I'm going to leave that up to you. You don't have to learn anything new or spend hours writing emails is what you can tell them. Well, how do I know this will work? There's another one. That's exactly why I'm offering to create a test campaign for you first. We'll send out the test campaign to a small portion of your list and we'll track the results. If it doesn't bring in new business, you haven't lost anything, right? Another one, I don't want to bother my customers. Ugh, I get this one a lot. These aren't strangers that you're emailing. These are people who've already chosen to do business with you. We're just keeping them informed about services they might want, right? Maybe they don't even know that they want it. It's actually better customer service to do that, okay? Next one, what if I mess this up? Look, here's the thing. I'm going to handle all the technical writing, or you could say AI is going to handle all the technical writing, right? My process handles all of the technical writing. I'll show you exactly how we're going to create professional campaigns, and we'll start small. Maybe it's just a 3-email sequence about one specific service, okay? Here's the beautiful thing about this approach. You're not asking them to trust you with their life savings or, deducting from their revenue stream. You're asking them to let you send a few emails to people who already know about their business. The risk is minimal. It's minuscule, really. It's almost non-existent, but the potential upside is huge. And here's what I want you to remember. You can practice this entire approach using free AI tools like ChatGPT. You don't need expensive software, complicated systems to even get this started. You can literally create your first campaign with nothing but the free version of ChatGPT to prove the concept before investing in any of those premium tools out there. Heck, let me let you in a little secret right here. A lot of those premium tools are just a modified wrapper around ChatGPT or around Google Gemini, right? So you're just paying for them to give you a different user experience. That's secret. I just shared a secret there for you. Anyway, so be careful. Most business owners, once they see that you can create a well-crafted email campaign that speaks directly to their customers and promotes their services professionally, immediately, and with an understanding of the value, they're going to realize they have been leaving so much money on the table, and they're going to want your help to fix it. The key is to approach this as a problem solver, a helper, as I mentioned earlier, not a salesperson. You're the parent who noticed something that could help another parent's business succeed. You're offering a solution to a problem they might not even know that they have. And when that first campaign brings in $5,000 worth of summer camp registrations or fills up a birthday party calendar for the next 3 months, you have just proven your value in a way that no sales pitch, no matter how beautifully crafted, ever will. Okay, step number 4, let's talk about recurring revenue as a reality, because this is where the business model really gets exciting and where it differs from a lot of the other side hustle things that you might have considered, I've even talked about and shared on this podcast before. This isn't about doing one-off projects or trading your hours for dollars. No, because you know how much I hate that. This is about building recurring revenue that pays you month after month after month. Okay, let me explain why businesses will happily pay you for this service. Think about it from a business owner's perspective, okay? You just proved that emailing their existing customers can generate thousands of dollars of new revenue. Lisa's summer camp promotion brought in 15 new registrations. 15 registrations at $200 each. That's $3,000 in revenue from one email campaign. You want Lisa's thinking? She's thinking, damn, if one campaign can make me $3,000, what if I did this every month, right? Yeah, because she could promote things like monthly parent-child classes, seasonal workshops, birthday party packages, team tryout training opportunities, holiday camps, sibling discounts, referral programs. The list goes on as far as your creativity does. The smart business owners are going to quickly realize that they want you to create campaigns for them regularly, not just once. And they're willing to pay for it because each campaign has the potential to generate far more revenue for them than they are paying you. Here's a scalability factor that makes this super powerful. Let's say you get one client paying you $1,000 a month. That's 12 grand a year. Okay. And then you prove yourself, the word of mouth gets out there, you find a couple more of those Goldmine opportunities, and eventually you have 5. I'm not going crazy here. I'm not saying 20, 40, 50. You get 5 paying you $1,000 a month. Well, that's 60 grand a year. Maybe you stretch it out to 10. It's 120K a year. Yeah. Think about that for a minute. How hard would it be? Okay, you're gonna put in some work finding the Goldmine opportunities and pitching them and proving yourself, and then you're in like Flynn. Now, my magic headphones are going off, and I can hear what you're thinking. Tracy, $1,000 a month. Whew, that sounds like a lot. Are businesses really willing to pay that? Here's the reality. If your campaigns can generate $3,000 to $5,000 in revenue for them each month, paying you $1,000 out of that is a no-brainer. They're still netting $2,000 to $4,000 in profit that they wouldn't have had otherwise. You're not even dipping into what they're already getting. You're just saying, hey, I'm going to do this. It's going to get you that much more. Give me a piece of that. Here you go. And here's what's even better about this. The time investment reality. Let's say you're spending 10 minutes per client per month. Let's go crazy and say 20 minutes per client per month. Once you have the AI system down, creating a monthly campaign for each client can take as little as 10 minutes. But like I said, let's go 20. You input their business info, specify what it is they want to promote that month, and then let AI generate the campaign and deliver it for them. Heck, you can even have AI generate some of the unique ideas, because after a while you're going, I don't know what to do now. Okay, well, let's ask AI. So if you have 5 clients, that's 50 to 110 minutes, just say 2 hours of work per month for $5,000 in revenue. Let that sink in for a moment. Even if it takes you 2 times longer than that, you're still earning $5,000 for what? 4 hours more? Is it worth it? I would say hell to the yeah. Okay, then here's a compound effect. Happy clients beget happy clients. Happy clients refer other businesses. When Lisa's Gymnastics Academy sees a 40% increase in summer camp enrollments because of a simple email campaign that you did, what do you think happens? Yes, she starts bragging to other business owners at speaking events and local business meetings. She tells the friend that she has that owns a dance studio down the street about that email campaign. She mentions it to her accountant, who works with dozens of other local businesses. Word will spread fast in the local business community, especially when someone has found a solution that actually works. I've had clients refer 3 or 4 businesses to me within the first 3 to 6 months of working together. This creates that snowball effect where business grows through referrals rather than you having to constantly scroll and find those gold mines and hunt for new clients or paid ads. Now, let's connect this with an even bigger vision. This is not just side hustle money we're talking about here. This could be real cubicle escape money. Most side hustles out there, even some of the ones I've mentioned, can bring in an extra, $500 to $1,000 a month if you're lucky. And you got to put in the work. Right? That, don't get me wrong. That's nice supplemental income, but that's not life-changing money. That's not screw you money that you could say to your corporate America job, right? But when you're generating 5 to 10K a month in recurring revenue, now you're talking about a little bit of financial freedom here. That's mortgage payment money. That's I quit my day job money. That's I can be present for my kids' childhood money. Yeah, right? You with me? Some of you are nodding your heads. Good. Stick with me here. Here's the parent entrepreneurial dream scenario. Imagine your monthly car payment being paid from 30 minutes of work. Picture this. It's the first Friday of the month. Your kids are at school. You sit down with your laptop, cup of coffee, right? And in 30 minutes, let's say in an hour, you create email campaigns for 2 to 3 local businesses and you send them off. And by the end of the week, you've earned $3,000. Your car payment's $450 a month. You just covered that in that short period of time. Your grocery budget, let's say $800, $1,200 a month. You've covered that too. And you still got money left over. Here's what's really powerful, I think, about this model. It's not just about the money. It's about the freedom. And you hear me say this all the time, and I'm never going to stop saying it. Freedom to say no to those demanding bosses who don't respect you or your family time. Freedom to attend every school play, every soccer game, every parent-teacher conference you're ever going to have. Freedom to take the family vacation without asking permission or worrying about using up those precious vacation days. Freedom to build something that's truly yours, that can't be taken away by corporate downsizing or economic uncertainty. And the beautiful thing is, this business model actually gets easier over time, not harder, and it's scalable. What's up? Okay. So as you work with more businesses, you're going to start seeing patterns. You're going to develop templates for different types of promotions, for different types of business. You're going to build relationships with business owners who trust you completely. You create systems that make the whole process even more efficient. Some clients who've been with me for years, they just text me at the beginning of the month and say, hey, Tracy, can you create a campaign promoting our spring special? I create it, send it over, they run it. Easy money for both of us. Big bang boom. Okay. This is kind of a business that could transform your family's financial future. It's certainly not a get rich quick scheme, but it's definitely a get financially free faster than most other business models that I've seen. And I've mentioned just 5 of them in a previous episode, right? The best part, you're helping local businesses thrive while building your own path to freedom. That's the best win-win scenario that's out there and creates value for everyone involved. Okay, do I have you pumped on this? I hope so. And I'm not trying to pitch you anything. I'm just trying to tell you how completely passionate it is I am about this business model, let's call it. Okay, so I want to make sure to drop all this value here for you.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
And that brings us to my favorite time, my favorite segment of the podcast, and that is the Whiskered Wisdom section. This is kind of where we distill everything down what we've talked about today into one actionable step that you could take right now to keep your momentum moving forward or to get your ass moving forward. Now, I just shared with you kind of a complete roadmap for building a recurring revenue business, helping local companies unlock gold mines that they're sitting on inside of their customer databases. We covered how to spot the opportunities, how to use AI to create professional campaigns, how to approach business owners without being salesy, and how this can actually scale into serious monthly income. But here's the thing, knowledge without action, that's just entertainment, right? You want to learn something and not do anything? Go watch Netflix. Go watch a documentary. Okay. You can listen to every business podcast that's out there. You can read every entrepreneurship book that's out there. You can watch every single YouTube video that's ever been made about making money online. But you don't get off your ass and take action. You're just an educated spectator. So here's your mission, should you choose to accept it. This week, I want you to identify those 3 local businesses in your area. I mentioned them earlier, the ones that fit into your Goldmine profile. Notice I said identify, not approach, right? Maybe you're not ready to start those conversations yet. This week is purely about doing the research and building your prospect list. Here is the specific criteria you're going to be looking for. They collect customer emails. So for those businesses with those contact forms, online booking systems, or they create customer accounts, these are the businesses that are definitely capturing email addresses, right? Number 2, they have repeat customers. You want to focus on service-based businesses where people come back regularly. It's not just a one and done kind of thing. We're talking salons and auto shops, fitness studios, restaurants, medical practices. The list goes on. These businesses have the most valuable customer lists and quite often are usually the ones not effectively using them. And criteria number 3, they're not actively emailing. This is the key. You want businesses that aren't already maximizing their email lists. That's why I say start local, because you can get on their email list and see how they're maximizing it. And if you're on their email list and only receive appointment confirmations or billing statements, well, then that's a goldmine indicator like we mentioned earlier. So here's how to do your research. Spend 15 minutes during your lunch break or while you're waiting in school pickup and you're sitting out there on the bleachers while your son or daughter is doing practice. Pull up 3 local business websites on your phone. Go ahead while you're doing it. You got your phone with you anyway. Check for those goldmine indicators we discussed earlier. Look at their Google reviews to verify that they still have active, happy customers. And then even sign up for their email list to see what kind of communications they are sending. Again, you want to write down the business name and type, how they collect the emails. Is it a contact form? Is it a booking system? Whatever method that they're using. Write down the evidence of repeat customers that you see. Maybe there are reviews mentioning loyalty and longevity, etc. And then the current email activity. So if you signed up for their email list, kind of look and see, is it none? Is it minimal? Or is it just transactional? Don't approach them. Just make your list. I want you to get comfortable with that research process. You want to get your mind rewired and thinking like a business person, not just a consumer. Learn to spot those opportunities with those new entrepreneurial eyes that you're training. Practice identifying the goldmine indicators until it just becomes second nature. Right? If you do this for a whole week, you're going to have more than just 3 on your list. This simple exercise is going to do 2 powerful things for you. First, it's going to prove to you that these opportunities are every freaking where. Once you start looking, you'll be amazed at how many businesses are sitting on these unused customer gold mines. But bowling alley, that one just popped into my head. I just had to share that with you right there. And second, it's going to shift your mindset from consumer to entrepreneur. You'll start seeing those business opportunities in places you've never noticed before. It's like buying that brand new red car. All of a sudden you start seeing that same model and brand and color of car everywhere. Right? You're going to start being aware of things. And remember, every successful business owner, every single entrepreneur, small or big, started with a single action step. This one is yours. Don't overthink it. Don't make it complicated. Just identify 3 businesses this week. And if you get them done right away, all right, the next time you're sitting in practice, 2 or 3 days later, identify 3 more, right? But just focus on identifying 3. And here's what's really exciting. Once you have your list of 3 prospects, you'll be ready for a deeper training that shows exactly how to approach these businesses, how to create campaigns using free AI tools like ChatGPT, and how to turn these conversations into recurring monthly income. Or you could come back and re-listen to this episode and use that as your training. But remember, knowledge without action, my friend, is just freaking entertainment. It's just Netflix. But action without the right guidance, well, that could be a little frustrating. Right? So I want to give you all this information here. That's why this episode's a little longer than usual. That's why I've created something special to bridge the gap and help you turn this knowledge into real results. Okay, so now magic headphones are going off once again. I can hear some of you are thinking, Tracy, this all sounds amazing. What an amazing opportunity. And thanks for all the great information. Or someone like, there's a big gap between understanding the concept you just tried to walk me through and actually implementing it successfully. What if I have questions? And you know what? You're absolutely right. There is always a gap between knowing and doing. And you can understand exactly how this business model works. But when it comes time to create your first AI campaign or have that first conversation with that business owner, suddenly brakes screech on. You start second guessing yourself. Well, what if AI doesn't create good emails? And what if the business owner says no? And what if I mess up all this technical stuff? And what if I'm not explaining the value correctly? What if, and don't get me wrong. Those are all valid concerns. And they're exactly why I created something to bridge that gap between knowledge and results. And let me introduce you to the Dark Horse Insider Escape Plan community. Now, if you're new here, this might be the first time you're hearing about it. In the past couple of episodes, I have mentioned it. This is not just another newsletter or some Facebook group. This is a premium level implementation community designed specifically for my parent entrepreneurs who are serious about building a local business email side hustle and other opportunities that I've mentioned here before. And here's what you get when you join. I'm going to give you step-by-step implementation guides. I'm going to walk you through every single part of this process, even deeper than I've mentioned here in our time together on this episode, from researching prospects to delivering completed campaigns. I'm going to try and take away the guesswork and take away the wondering of what do I do next? Okay. We're going to give you a handful of email templates that you can customize for any type of local business. These are proven, tested campaigns that have generated real results with real businesses. Okay. Give you some business outreach scripts. I gave you one example earlier. The key is here, I want to take away the guesswork out of those initial conversations. You're going to know what to say. You're going to know how to say it and how to handle common objections. And then we'll have occasional coaching calls. I say occasional because I don't want to commit to weekly right now, but we'll see how much is needed when we get in there. We're going to be tweaking the content as a result of those coaching calls, but there'll be coaching calls in there to help you get the answers to your questions, ask questions, get feedback from your campaigns, and learn from other parent entrepreneurs and busy entrepreneurs that will be in there as well who are implementing the same strategies. This is a premium level coaching that normally would cost hundreds of dollars per session. That one thing there, just those coaching calls alone. There's going to be access to AI tools and training that goes way beyond the basic ChatGPT prompts. You'll learn advanced techniques for creating campaigns that convert. Plus, we'll get you some access to an AI system that I use in my own business. Let's not forget the community of like-minded business entrepreneurs who understand the unique challenges of building a business while still working a 9-to-5 job and raising a family. These are the people who get it when you're saying things like, I can only work during school hours, or that you need strategies that fit in 15 to 30-minute blocks of time. They understand that. Now, this is an investment in your family's future. For less than the cost of a family dinner out, you're getting everything you're going to need to build yourself a business that could replace your income, your spouse's income, or maybe just fund your kids' college education. Oh God, Tracy, I'm afraid to hear the number. I can hear you now. What's the number? $7. That's it. $7 to get started. That's it. $7 to access a complete implementation system, a complete do-it-yourself system that could change your family's financial trajectory. All you got to do is go to darkhorseschooling.com/escape, ESCAPE. That's darkhorseschooling.com/escape. Yeah. Join today and you'll get immediate access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, you'll be a part of this growing group of parent entrepreneurs, and we'll get some coaching calls scheduled in there so you can dive deep into an AI campaign creation. Now, I want to create a little urgency here. It's not fake. It's not a manipulative kind of urgency. Here's real urgency. The businesses in your town, they're not going to wait forever. Every day that passes is another day that local business is missing out on revenue from their unused customer list. And every day that passes is another day that you're not building the revenue and recurring income stream that could give your family financial freedom you've been looking for. Maybe you just want it, okay? More importantly, this opportunity is not going to stay hidden forever. As more and more people discover how powerful AI-assisted email marketing is and how powerful it can be for local businesses, the competition will slowly increase. Right now, you're going to have that first mover advantage, possibly even in your local market. The parent entrepreneurs who join the Escape Plan community this week will be the ones implementing the strategy while their competition is still trying to figure out what AI even is. Some people actually don't know yet, okay? So don't wait. Don't overthink it. It's $7 It's the cost of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, right? A venti, right? Don't let this be another idea that you just never act on. Go to darkhorseschooling.com/escape right now. There'll be a link down in the show notes. You can just click right on through. Join the community, get the implementation guides, and start building the business that can give you the freedom to be present for your family while creating a financial security that you desire. Heck, I think you deserve. Your future self and your family will thank you for taking that action today. All right, my Dark Horse friends and family, as we wind down this episode, I want you to take a moment and really think about what we've covered here. We walked through a complete business model that's hiding in plain sight. Every local business in your town is sitting on a goldmine of customer emails, and most of them have no idea how to use that ever valuable asset. With AI tools that are available right now, many of them for free, the one that you need is for free. You can create professional email campaigns in minutes that could generate them thousands of dollars. Generate thousands of dollars for those businesses. It's not complicated. It's certainly not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it is a simple, proven strategy that works because it helps real businesses solve a real problem, and you get paid to do it. And here's what makes this perfect for us parent entrepreneurs, I think. It fits within our chaotic schedules. It leverages skills we already have, and it creates a kind of recurring income that can actually change our family's life. Your next 30 days could literally change everything. 30 days from now, you could have your first paying client giving you $1,000 a month. Yeah. 60 days from now, you could have 3 and be making more on a side hustle than most people are making in their day jobs. This connects directly to the Dark Horse mission that we have around here, proving that being a parent is not a limitation, but it's a superpower. You understand local businesses because you're a customer of local businesses. You know how to help people because you're already helping people every single day, even if you're just helping those little people you call your kids. You know how to manage multiple priorities because that's what parenting is all about. You have everything that you need to start this week. You have a smartphone to do research. You have access to AI tools free like ChatGPT. You have local businesses all around you that need this service. The only question I have for you right now is, will you take action? I don't even need you to come join. Just take the action from the information I just gave you. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every single successful parent entrepreneur started with that first step. Today, you've learned what that step looks like. So get out there, run your race, get your results, and then let me hear about it. Seriously, go to darkhorseschooling.com, hit that contact form that I have on there. Yes, I collect email addresses too. And tell me about the businesses that you identified, the campaigns you're thinking about creating, and the success that you're going to be building. Until next time, think successfully, take action.
Hey, my Dark Horse entrepreneurs, thanks for investing your precious time with us today. I know that between soccer practice and bedtime stories, every single minute counts. And that's exactly why I created the Dark Horse Insider, your weekly dose of digital marketing strategies, all designed specifically for my busy entrepreneurs, especially my busy parent entrepreneurs. If you're ready to turn those small buckets of time into profitable momentum, head on over to darkhorseinsider.com, darkhorseinsider.com, and join our free newsletter. Because we Dark Horses do not just run the race, we change how the race is won. Until next time, think successfully and take action. darkhorseinsider.com.